Welcome back to 1derings, ladies and gentlemen. This is the second part, the follow-up video to No Unwholesome Talk. If you're new to the channel, this episode is the follow-up to the previous episode. I'm going to put that link in the description so that you guys can see it. And in follow-up episodes, I either expound on a topic or I answer questions or remarks that you guys make through the emails. So today I'm going to do a follow-up on the previous one, No Unwholesome Talk. In that episode, we talked a good bit about the things that we say and the things that we type on the internet. Because we all agree, and I know this because I've talked to people about this very topic a number of times, everyone agrees you've got to be careful with the things you say on the internet. And the majority of people that you'll talk to will openly admit that there is absolutely no value in these internet debates. But there's something else that I want to address on this issue, because even for those of us who are good about not getting involved in it, the majority of us are bad about supporting those who do, or not calling out the people who do. And I'll give you two examples. I will grant you they're political. Please, let's keep politics out of this because that's not what we're here to talk about. If you want to talk about politics, go over to the Daily Wire or the Young Turks or some other type of political group. They'll be happy to discuss politics with you. I'm here to talk about the spiritual moral issues in our society. And in this instance, I want to talk about two individuals, one from each side of the spectrum that you should know if you're keeping up at all with the news. Two people who are not only not careful with their words, but are causing other people to do the same. From the left, let's start from the right. The right's the easy one, Donald Trump, because everyone talks about Trump. Everybody talks about Donald Trump's tweets. Everybody's got to talk about the terrible things that Donald Trump is doing and talking about. So no surprise there. From the left, hopefully you guys will remember, and hopefully y'all will have heard about David Hogg. I'm not a David Hogg fan at all. At all. I'm not a fan of the policies that he's putting forth, or lack of policies. I can't figure out which he's doing. But aside from that, dealing with the real issue, in both instances, we have a public figure who is not careful with their words. And I understand for both of them, this is what got them popular in doing what they're doing now. This is what got them their voice and to be able to be an influencer on the society. The problem that I have is we've not held them accountable to the things that they say. As a matter of fact, we end up supporting it. Give you an easier example. I talked about Roseanne and Samantha Bee in my first video. And from the right and the left, you've got people who are 100% fully behind one of their statements, and they're supporting whichever side that they're on, even though both of them said some pretty egregious things. And it's ridiculous. You know, I'm all for media accountability and saying that the media should hold Samantha Bee as in the same regard as they did Roseanne. But I don't support Roseanne either. I don't support either of them because they're both saying stupid things. I think they should both be treated equally because the things that they said are both stupid and bad and not helpful to society. It is not helpful at all to call someone, another public figure, a feckless C-word. It doesn't help anyone. It also doesn't help anyone to make a remark that either is, most likely is, or could be taken as very blatantly racist. Comparing someone to an ape. And I don't care if you like or don't like someone's policy. Common decency, you don't call people apes. This is something that I see all the time throughout the political spectrum. And Trump and Hogg are two of the best examples of that. because Trump has obviously gotten himself in trouble a number of times with his tweets and whatnot. And after he started releasing Twitter, other people started releasing Twitter. We have Kanye West that jumps on board with the Trump tweet wagon, and we have other people that are jumping on board with him. Then we've got David Hogg over here, who's doing all of these surprisingly aggressive, nonviolent protests. If you look at some of the things that David Hogg is doing, it's very discouraging that someone so young can be just so angry about everything. Like I don't know how to put it, because his actions speak for himself. Just look up some of the things that he's done and said, and some of the really, really stupid things that he's encouraged. I support Trump on his policies, but I don't support the stupid things that he says. Just as I don't support the stupid things that David Hogg says. Just as I don't support the stupid things that Samantha Bee or Roseanne say. We need to get better about not tolerating and not supporting stupid behavior, including other people's stupid speech. And I don't care which side you're on, and I don't care how much good they're doing. If you really want to see change, then start living it. Stop. Just stop supporting bad behavior. This happened a good bit on YouTube, and this is a reason why I unsubscribed from one of my favorite YouTubers. And I'm just throwing a lot of names out at you guys, and it's going longer than I thought, so I'll wrap it up with this. For those of you who were a little bit more involved in YouTube or saw it on the news, there was a YouTuber who got in trouble for showing a dead body in a suicide forest on YouTube, and everybody saw it. He deleted it very shortly after, but of course, as goes with the internet, as soon as you do or say something controversial, someone has downloaded the video and is posting it somewhere else so that you can't escape it. His actions were wrong. They were very wrong. And I won't come to a side on that issue because enough has been said. But what was funny to me is that as soon as all of that started happening, every YouTuber on YouTube felt like they had to have a voice. Every single YouTuber felt like they had to say something, including a lot of my favorites. And one of them made at least 3 videos. One video is enough. They made 3 videos of them sitting down in front of the camera like this and just talking about this one specific YouTuber and this one action and denouncing these horrible actions because people need to know where they stand. Anyone who's not insane will agree that it is not appropriate to show a dead body on YouTube. And I'll be bold enough to say that. You are insane if you think it is okay for an entertainer to show a dead body in a suicide forest on the internet for everyone, including kids, to see. It is inappropriate behavior. This YouTuber even agrees it was inappropriate behavior. But 3 videos, why do you have to talk about it that much? And they're not the only ones. I've seen tons and tons, over 20 YouTubers who felt like they had to give a voice so their fans know where they stand. If you're a decent human being, we know where you stand. And I'm glad that you're calling out that kind of behavior, but you're just becoming part of the problem now. Because you're making things worse by just mentioning it. We know it's bad behavior, and it was dealt with. So if you keep bringing it up over and over and over, people are going to treat it like it's still a problem. Be careful about the behavior that you support, because everyone's watching, everyone's listening, and once you start, especially you entertainers, especially you public figures, as soon as you start bad behavior, everyone else is going to follow. So I guess that's my encouragement for the day. Be careful what you say and be careful what you support. That's all I have for right now. Feel free to leave an email if you'd like, but for right now, this section is done unless by popular demand you guys want to talk about it further. New episode comes on tomorrow. Remember, the schedule's a little off, but there will be a brand new episode tomorrow, and the normal schedule will resume next week. Thank you guys very much.